Hi everybody, and welcome to part 2 of Print to Project with me, Denise Lush. So for this one, I am finishing the journal page that we did in part 1, and I am using some gel press Petites. And this one is called Call Out Set. So it comes with this speech balloon and a thought bubble and what's the other one called? It's like a medallion. Okay, yes, I double checked and that is exactly what it's called, a medallion. So for these speech balloons, I first went around with a light blue. I stamped that. Then I took a darker blue and tried to get on the very edge. And then I took a light gray and did the whole thing. And it just gives a little bit of interest to the speech bubbles instead of it just being plain one solid color. And the kind of ink I'm using is a pigment ink. I just find it works a little better on the gel plate versus a dye ink. So now I am doing the exact same thing with the thought bubble or thought cloud. I'm not sure which it's called. But again, this set of Petites, both of these are in the one set, and it's called Call Out Set. So as long as you know that, you can get the set. And to pick up the gel press Petites, you can go to their website, and they have all their supplies on there for you to purchase. And what I have my gel press Petite mounted to, it's just a acrylic block like you would use for your stamps. That's all I'm using. There you go, thought cloud, talk bubble, and medallion. I first tried writing in these with a pen, but it didn't want to write on top of the pigment ink. So instead I'm using a Puska paint pen. And this size is 0.7 millimeters. And the quote reads, "Of course I speak my mind. My head would explode if I kept all this bitching to myself." Just a little bit of humor. I tend to use more funny, snarky type quotes in my journals. They make me laugh. If I read a quote on Instagram and it gets a giggle out of me, usually it gets saved for later use in a journal spread. A lot of people ask where I get my quotes, and that's where. Instagram. If I see it and I like it, I save it for later. And if you're looking for a specific quote or like a theme type quote, like on, say, friendship, love, family, when I've needed something like that, I've just Googled it. I'll just type in quotes on love or quotes on friendship. So I'm just going in with a white Posca pen, same size, and I'm just giving the letters a little bit of a highlight. Sometimes just doing these little things makes a big difference. So now that my speech bubbles are cut out, they're ready for my layout. All I need to do is get some pieces of collage to put together. So for my images, I found them on Mischief Circus. They have tons of collage images and packs for you to purchase and download, and you can print them at home. And if you don't want to do that, you can buy collage sheets from Diane Reevely. She has some. Or if you have fashion magazines, you can cut out images from that. Or even like when you get flyers from clothing stores and stuff like that, you can cut those out and use that. So the idea with the hat, like I left it open so it looked like, you know, it was coming from her mind, the thoughts and the words were coming from her head. Just, you know, gotta add a little quirkiness to it. I'm just using a Yoo-hoo glue stick to glue everything down. Now just to add a little bit of shadowing, I'm going around the edge with a, let me think, an artist's pit pen. I know I show it after. So I'm just going around the whole thing and then smudging it with my finger before it dries. And that way, to me, it just makes the speech bubbles pop out a little more from the page instead of it just like kind of laying flat. There we go, Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, big brush. I couldn't remember the brand. And for the person, I'm just mostly going around like the right side and where there would be shadow. I mean, it's not perfect. I didn't like give it tons of thought where the light source was coming from or anything like that. I just did a little general idea. And that little part did not want to smudge. So now I'm going to take the same marker and just go around the edge of the page just to grunge it up a little bit more. And that is it for my journal page. When you use a gel plate in your journal, it is so quick and easy to make a background. So if you don't have tons of time but you really want to play, just grab your gel plate and your journal and you can knock out a background in like 5-10 minutes. And then collage pieces, just as quick if not faster. So have lots of fun and play in your journal with your gel plates. And I'll be back soon with another print to project. Until then, keep playing. Bye.